Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into one of the most massive, yet kind of hidden transformations happening in business today. We're tracking the maturity curve of how AI adoption actually unfolds out there in the manufacturing sector. We'll break down the real-world trajectory, from the gritty foundational steps all the way up to the holy grail of full autonomy. So if you're running a plant, managing a supply chain, or overseeing production, understanding this exact path is absolutely crucial for you.
You know, when we hear about AI right now, it's almost always wrapped in this deafening hype, right? We're talking chatbots writing poetry, wild generative art, and consumer tech going totally viral. But behind all that noise, manufacturing has been quietly pulling off one of the absolute best AI success stories of any industry. And honestly, the coolest part is how it all started. No talking robots, no sci-fi holograms. It started with something literally as unglamorous as slapping simple vibration sensors onto industrial machines. It was quiet, it was wildly practical, and it completely changed the game.
Okay, let's dive into Section 1, the foundation, the first big AI win. To figure out why predictive maintenance became the absolute bedrock for the whole industry, we really have to look under the hood at the mechanics here. The sheer brilliance of it comes down to continuous sensor data. By just outfitting machines with basic sensors, plants suddenly unlocked the superpower, capturing a continuous, highly specific stream of data directly from the equipment. We're talking about tracking performance metrics, minute temperature fluctuations, the tiniest changes in vibration, and even microscopic wear patterns. This is a relentless fire hose of raw information that never sleeps, giving us a true, real-time pulse on the health of the entire factory floor.
And now for decades, we relied on the human inspector. But let's be real. A human inspector, no matter how incredibly skilled they are, usually only notices problems way late in the game. You know, when a machine sounds clunky or starts smoking or kicks out a bad batch. Now compare that to an AI model. The AI drinks up all that continuous data we just talked about, and it literally learns what normal looks like for that one specific machine. Because it knows the exact mathematical baseline of what's normal, it can flag the tiniest, microscopic deviations months before a human would ever notice a thing.
So, what does this all mean? Well, this early detection isn't just some cool tech trick. It serves a massive, tangible financial purpose. The ultimate goal here is dodging those enormously expensive, unplanned shutdowns. If you're in operations, you know exactly what I mean. When a line stops unexpectedly, it's a nightmare. You bleed money, you miss deadlines, the whole supply chain gets thrown out of whack. But by predicting the failure, you get to schedule the maintenance on your own terms. It's a total game changer.
And that brings us to exactly why this foundational step was such a huge hit. Predictive maintenance didn't ask executives to take some wild, blind leap of faith. It delivered exactly what they needed. The ROI was rock solid. You could point directly to the exact dollar amount saved by avoiding a shutdown. The results were highly measurable right there in the downtime metrics. Plus, the implementation was fast. It proved that AI wasn't just some flashy buzzword. It was a seriously practical tool that could boost efficiency from day one. Moving right along to Section 2, the evolutionary arc, 3 stages of adoption.
Once you've built that initial trust and capability, companies naturally want to scale up, moving further along that maturity curve. And this journey really unfolds in a distinct 3-step rhythm. We start at Stage 1, which we just covered, predictive maintenance on individual machines. Master that, and you zoom out to Stage 2, plant-wide optimization. This is where AI takes the wheel on production scheduling for the whole facility, perfectly balancing machine availability, labor, and incoming orders in real time. It's basically a logistical masterpiece. Then you level up to Stage 3, autonomous quality control. This means bringing computer vision systems onto the line. These visual AI systems can scan products and catch defects so much faster and with way more consistency than human eyes ever could.
Which brings us to Section 3, the peak. Next frontier of full autonomy.
All right, having mastered those earlier stages, let's look at the horizon. Frankly, this next part sounds a bit like science fiction coming to life. The absolute peak of this journey brings us to what are known as lights-out factories. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate goal: facilities where AI systems manage entire production lines with virtually zero human intervention. The idea is that the AI is scheduling the work, monitoring the machines, tweaking things for wear and tear, and ensuring quality control, all completely autonomously. You could literally turn off the lights on the factory floor because, well, human eyes just aren't needed to keep the gears turning.
But hold on a second. As amazing as that sounds, we definitely need a reality check here.
While this frontier is 100% real, it is a lot further away than those loud technology headlines might have you believe. Why? Because a lights-out factory demands near-perfect reliability, not just good performance. Think about it. If an AI scheduler makes a tiny mistake back in stage 2, a human steps in and fixes it. But in the fully autonomous setup, a single flaw can snowball into a massive, catastrophic failure. The bar for reliability literally jumps exponentially the second you remove that human safety net.
Let's bring it home with Section 4, the descent, strategic lesson for leaders. For all the operations leaders watching this explainer right now, this is where the rubber meets the road. The core lesson from all of this is a massive flash and warning sign against skipping steps. The responsible path means building a strong foundation. The companies that take the time to nail down predictive maintenance and scheduling first, those are the ones building real operational trust and a bulletproof data infrastructure. They're actually ready for autonomy. On the flip side, the companies that just chase headlines, trying to jump straight to autonomous systems without that groundwork, they suffer incredibly costly, embarrassing failures. And honestly, those failures don't just hurt their bottom line, they damage trust across the whole industry. You absolutely cannot cheat the maturity curve.
So, I want to leave you with a question to really chew on when evaluating your own plant's maturity. Are you actively building a rock-solid foundation of operational trust, step by step? Or are you getting tempted to skip ahead just to chase a flashy headline? It's a make-or-break question for the future of your operations. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me to unpack this explainer today. Next time, we're going to pivot completely and look at AI and healthcare, diving into the fascinating reasons why complex regulations slow down disruption there more than literally anywhere else. It's going to be a great one. You definitely won't want to miss it.